I am Nilima with Creative Art, bringing you the best art tutorials on YouTube. So if you're an art lover, do consider subscribing and do press the bell icon so you don't miss any important updates on our art tutorial. In today's tutorial, we are going to make these three beautiful wall panels using the newly launched DECO transfer sheet from Little Birdie. A single sheet contains so many different designs. So this is the one we are going to use in this tutorial. They do have 6 to 7 different sheets and each sheet contains so many different designs. I love them all, so I just bought them all to show you how they look. And this is how beautiful prints they have. Each sheet just costs you 99 rupees, but they have so many different beautiful designs and you can use them on any surface from glass, tin, wood, MDF, plastic, or even on fabric. And the best thing about it is so easy to use that anyone can do it on any surface. Let's start the tutorial by checking out all these beautiful sheets and the materials I'm going to use in this DIY. For this DIY, first of all, we are going to need the Deco transfer sheets. These are very easy to use and do come in different designs. This time, I'm going to use Blissful Buddha sheet. You can also use a Gracious Ganesha sheet in the same way. These sheets cost you just ₹99 and they also have so many different designs that you can use on different surfaces. Next, for my base, I'm going to make use of a round cut MDF board. They also do come in different sizes, so select the size as you prefer. Next, I'm also going to use stencils. There are so many different shapes, beautiful designs and different sizes of stencil. So you can make use of these stencils according to the size of your base. For the smallest size, I do have 4 into 4 inches, and for my biggest base size, I do have 14 into 14 inches stencil. These ones are great. You can use it on wall, you can use it on fabric, you can use it on any big surface till 14 into 14 inches, and they act great in DIYs. Next, with the stencil, we are going to need a mixed media paste. So this is the paste I'm going to use. It's white in color and this is mixed media paste, which is a 2-in-1 gesso and modeling paste. So you can also mix the same paste with a little bit of water and prime your base and make it ready for the DIYs. Next, we are going to need a paint. So there are two types of paint available. Here is a chalk matte acrylic paint. This is very helpful for coloring the base and blending and shading the surface if you need. And here we have a new paint, which is a multi-surface paint. Here I have a lac fairy color. I do have different colors. So these are the two different paints. You can use any of it for this DIY. Other than that, we're going to need a palette knife for spreading the mixed media paste, a flat hair brush for coloring and smoothing the surface, and a scissor to cut out the sheet. So let's start the DIY now, friends. Now first of all, we'll start by cutting out each of the design exactly according to the shape using a scissor. Now I have finally completed cutting all the pieces exactly to its shape, and these are the three final and my most favorite pieces that I would like to use in this DIY. And for these three different pieces, I have selected three different sizes of base. So this one is 10 inches and I'm going to place the biggest one exactly in the center, right in this way, so that the lotus is at the base and the head is exactly at the center. And I'm planning to do a stencil all around, and for this one I want the mandala design to be exactly in the center, and for this piece I would love to do a mandala design. And for this one I have selected this pretty small base because it also has a very beautiful design on the ending. And for this one also I'm planning to do an stencil all around. So these are the three final pieces that I have selected and I'm going to do in this DIY, and the rest of the pieces we can keep for our future use. So now friends, let's start by preparing our base. And first of all, I'm going to prime my base using the mixed media paste. You can also use a white color multi-surface paint directly on the base. Now, using a flathead brush, I'm going to cover the entire base using the white multi-surface paint. You can also use the same modeling primer or gesso. Now we will let all the three bases get dry for at least 20 minutes. Now after 20 minutes, all our bases are dry and completely ready for our next step. This time I'm going to keep two of my base as white and I'm going to color one of the base and prepare it for the stencil. For coloring, I would like to use metallic pinks on the border side in this way and gold for the center side. Now I've finally completed doing the base coloring part, and this is how beautiful it looks. The center is golden and the side border sides are pink, and finally I have blended everything inside. So now friends, I'm going to place this design of stencil exactly in the center. Let's take measurement. Look, I think I should place it a little more up in this way so that our design fits completely in the center. I would like it to have exactly this way. So now I'm going to make use of mixed media paste, and using a palette knife I'm going to spread and cover out the entire stencil using this mixed media paste. After spreading the paste, now let's pick up the stencil gently from one side. After applying the mixed media paste, let's start by removing the stencil. And wow, this is how perfect and beautiful everything looks. After removing the stencil, this is how beautiful it looks. And in the same way, I have made one more stencil print, and this is how beautiful this one looks. So for this base, I have decided this Buddha, and for this base, we have decided this print. So I'm going to place this print exactly right here. This part hasn't come that well, so I'm going to place it this way so that the face exactly falls in the center like this, and this is how the entire things will get covered. It absolutely looks so beautiful. So for this step friends, whenever you want to place a deco page or a deco transfer on a stencil part, what you have to do is just reverse and place the transfer sheet in this way, and then use a pencil to mark exactly where you want to place it. Gently remove it from one side so that you can see the entire shape. This is clear for me. The same step I'm going to do for this stencil also. After marking the exact linings, I'm going to use this same mixed media paste and fill up the gaps using the same mixed media paste. Now this is how I covered the exact shape of Buddha using the same mixed media paste, and now I will let it get dry for 1 hour at least. And if there are any freckles, I'll simply smoothen out using a little bit of water and white acrylic chalk paint or white acrylic paint. After marking the exact linings, I'm going to use this same mixed media paste and fill up the gaps using the same mixed media paste. Now this is how I covered the exact shape of Buddha using the same mixed media paste, and now I will let it get dry for 1 hour at least. And if there are any freckles, I'll simply smoothen out using a little bit of water and white acrylic chalk paint or white acrylic paint. Now we have finally completed preparing base for 2 of the prints, and this is how beautiful everything looks. You have to make sure that your base is completely smooth before you start transferring the sheets. So now friends, let's do the most important and the easiest part of this DIY, which is to transfer the Deco transfer sheets. So these are all the 3 that we have decided. And first of all, I'll show you to do it on a plain simple surface, which you can do on plastic, plywood, MDF board, or any primed surface, or glass, or even on fabrics. So you have to hold your design in this way and simply remove the transparent plastic sheet over the design. Okay, in this way, this is the sheet, throw it away, and then hold your design and place it upside down exactly where you want it to be. So I exactly want it to be in the center, the mandala part. From one side I'll place it and gently press it in this way, so there are no air bubbles. The same we have to do for the next 2 also. Remove the transparent sheet and then exactly place it in this way. Do the same with this piece also. Now gently press all the sides in this way so that there are no air bubbles, and then you have to use a sponge and some water in your sponge and gently wet the back side of the paper. Just gently dab the wet sponge on the paper, and then find a noticeable side and you can easily slide your design in this way. This is how beautiful the design will look. Gently hold it and slide the excess paper in this way, and this is how beautiful imprint you get. Just do the same for this one also. Gently peel out. And finally, this is how beautiful it looks. After we applied the Deco transfer sheets, I'm going to use the Deco varnish gloss. Use 2 to 3 drops on the Deco transfer sheets, and for the remaining part, use a brush to apply it. So I'm taking it in my palette and then using brush, apply it all over the base. Do the same with this one. And now we will let it get dry for 2 to 3 hours. Now for this piece, I have decided to do a beautiful mandala design, and these are the colors I have prepared in my palette, mixing it with a little bit of pouring medium. And I'm going to use my favorite ball tools. So now in the same way we made this, now I'm going to do the second layer of rounds using the same ball tools. This was just like a practice session for me. Now it's finally completed, and this is how beautiful it looks. So now friends, we'll let it get dry for at least 24 hours and then use 2 layers of Deco gloss varnish from Little Birdie, and then let's finally see how all these 3 look together. Now after 24 hours, this is how beautiful all our 3 panels look. Each of them have their own design and gives such a beautiful look. Each of them have their own designs and gives such a beautiful and gracious look. You can easily place them on wall using a two-side tape as the base is quite light in weight. And friends, together they look so gracious and so beautiful. I absolutely love the background work of all the three pieces we have done, because that was the only time taking part we spent. Other than that, using the Deco transfer sheets is really easy, as you have seen in this video. So friends, do give it a try, make it yourself, and do tell me in the comments below what do you think about these easy to use Deco transfer sheets. And if you do like my videos friends, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching. I hope friends you did like this tutorial, because this is one of the easiest medium you can start from is transfer me sheets. And once you're able to use these sheets, you will definitely be able to do deco page art. And it is such a wonderful thing to start a new hobby yourself. So do tell me in the comments below what do you think about starting a new hobby. And if you do like my videos friends, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.